Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi assures full support for education of children who lost their parents due to COVID-19. Releases benefits under PM Cares for Children scheme. 14 beneficiaries in Nagaland identified to avail PM Cares Fund for Children scheme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led government completes 8 years today. BJP Ministers and elected representatives take part in the outreach campaign. And 2 from Nagaland cracks 2021 UPSC exams. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that children who lost their parents due to COVID-19 will get full support for their schooling and higher education. Releasing the benefits under PM Cares for Children scheme through video conferencing, Modi said PM Cares for Children is an initiative to relieve some of the burden children face after losing their parents. He said the children between 18 to 23 years will get a fixed stipend, and on attaining the age of 23, they will get 10 lakh rupees. Modi said PM Cares will help those who need education loan for professional courses and for higher education. The Prime Minister said through PM Cares, government is supporting children by providing 4,000 rupees per month for daily needs. He said through the scheme, children are being provided an Ayushman health card that will cover health expenses up to 5 lakh rupees. Modi said this fund has also helped a lot in preparing hospitals, buying ventilators, setting up oxygen plants during the corona period. He said through this fund, government is also helping children who have lost their parents. The Prime Minister said government has completed 8 years today and the country is moving forward with the spirit of Atmanirbhar Bharat. In Nagaland, 14 beneficiaries have been identified for the PM Cares Fund for Children scheme. The beneficiaries were identified from 3 districts of Nagaland, 8 in Dimapur, 5 from Beren and 1 in Kohima. Joining the nationwide release of the benefits under the PM Cares for Children scheme program virtually, a program was held at Kohima today, wherein Minister for Planning and Coordination, Nipal Grono, handed over the PM Cares kit to the minor beneficiary under Kohima district. The beneficiaries have been identified by the Department of Social Welfare, State Adoption Resource Agency, Child Protection Services, with the district magistrate. Commissioner and Secretary of Social Welfare Department, Sarah R. Ritze, said out of the 14 identified beneficiaries, 12 have received ex gratia from the scheme amounting to 50,000 rupees, while 2 could not be given the ex gratia for want of some documentation. Ritze said these 14 children belonged to 5 families. Meanwhile, in Beren district, Deputy Commissioner Beren Senti Wapangaya handed over the PM Cares kit to the children. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led NDA government completes 8 years today. On this day, 3 years ago, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took oath of office for the second time. All ministers in the BJP government at the centre and states and its elected representatives will take part in a massive public outreach campaign to mark the 8 years of the Modi government. Addressing a press conference at the BJP headquarters in New Delhi, Party National General Secretary Arun Singh said the public outreach will be held on the theme of the service, good governance and poor welfare fortnight across the country, as these have been the priority of the Prime Minister Modi-led government. A 75-hour public outreach program will be organized from booth to the national level and visit villages. 2 from Nagaland successfully cracked the civil services examinations conducted by Union Public Service Commission, UPSC, this year. The 2 candidates are Imsen Naro Walling and Veku L. Lachumi, securing All India ranking of 585 and 567 respectively. Chief Minister Nipirio congratulated the 2 candidates. Taking to Twitter, Rio wished them good health and wisdom in the service of the nation as they step into a world of challenges and opportunities. As per the Commission, a total of 685 candidates have been recommended for appointment of various services this year. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Judge Guwahati High Court Kohima bench, Justice Sungkupchung Serdo, on Saturday said, for a society to stay happy and progressive, it needs peace, which is paramount for achieving dignified living. The judge, along with Justice Kagedo Sema, judge of Guwahati High Court Kohima bench, laid the foundation stone of the district court complex, Nagaland district. Justice S. Serdo sought cooperation from the people of Nagaland district, district administration, and the entire stakeholders for the successful construction of the district court infrastructure and to enable the early establishment of the judiciary. Justice Kagedo Sema said, foundation stone laying is the first step for establishing the judiciary, and now Nagaland has entered the judicial map of Nagaland. Justice Kagedo said that as long as Article 371A of the Indian Constitution exists, customary laws will continue to be used. However, there are cases where customary laws are limited and require the intervention of the judiciary. Law enforcement agencies in Nagaland have made several arrests for possession of narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances in the last few days at different locations. The CID Crime Branch, Dimapur, apprehended one person with about 600 grams of brown sugar. Mugukchung police also arrested one person with 27 grams of suspected illegal brown sugar. Another person was arrested for possession of 2 soap cases containing suspected brown sugar, and a vehicle possessing several cases of liquor was also arrested. Subsequently, cases were registered against the accused persons and investigations are on. Nagaland is all set to join the Prime Minister's nationwide interaction with beneficiaries of government schemes and programs tomorrow. The state-level function will be held at State Cultural Hall, Kohima, where the celebration will be presided by Chief Minister Nipirio with attendance of ministers and advisors. The district-level functions will also be held at all the district headquarters. As part of the occasion, the Prime Minister will hold an interactive session called Garib Kalyan Sammelan with beneficiaries of about 16 schemes or programs spanning 9 ministries and departments of the Government of India. Meanwhile, the Deputy Commissioner Kohima has requested all heads of departments implementing various central schemes to ensure that selected beneficiaries for the event are present at the Cultural Hall by 8:45 a.m. And in sports, Barak FC will play against one of the oldest club of Nagaland, Newmarket FC, in the grand finale of the 4th Kohima Super Cup 2022 at IG Stadium Kohima tomorrow evening. Barak FC is making a comeback after a gap of 5 years, while Newmarket FC is a 45-year-old club based in Kohima. Newmarket remained unbeaten in the tournament so far, while Barak FC have lost a match against Magdalene FC during the league matches. Chairman of Nagaland Building and Other Construction Workers Welfare Board, Dr. Gekre Lole Yome, will grace the closing ceremony. The champion of the Super Cup will walk home with a cash prize of 1,80,000 rupees along with trophy and citations, followed by runners-up with 1,20,000 rupees. The losing semi-finalist A. Yome FC, G Sports FC will also get 30,000 rupees each. More than 9 individual awards will also be given. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi assures full support for education of children who lost their parents due to COVID-19. Releases benefits under PM Cares for Children scheme. 14 beneficiaries in Nagaland identified to avail PM Cares Fund for Children scheme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led government completes 8 years today. BJP ministers and elected representatives take part in the outreach campaign. And 2 from Nagaland cracks 2021 UPSC exams. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.